Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel, Mayta What Ifs. Today, I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Adopted by Hera and Was Raised in Camp of Blood? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted short movie and my own idea. I had this idea while reading the final book. Sorry, guys, I'm a Percy addict. I can't function without making a Percy story every other week. So I hope you guys enjoy this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And a little bit disclaimer: this is a fan story, so obviously there will be a lot of changes here. And since it's a crossover, I have made a few changes. So yeah, no need for correction. I already know the characters. I'm reading the damn book. I'm on the fifth one, The Last Olympian. So yeah, I already know what Percy is and who is. So just a little spoiler. Enjoy and make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, if you have any suggestions or comments or ideas, you can write them down in the comment section. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins in Konaha, Gakure Sato during the Kyubi attack. As we go there to see that on the outer skirts, a front line of a sort was formed with the bodies of shinobi themselves who were standing their ground, facing against the strongest Biju in the whole elemental nations. As now we see, taking the charge was Hiruzen Sarutobi, waiting for their current leader, Minato Namikaze, to arrive and deal with this mess. But the thing that arrived first was a huge toad, as it headbutted the Biju, causing it to shake its head and then charged at the toad by lunging at it with a claw. As this was going on, the shinobis for a moment had a sigh of relief, thinking that they could now even the odds, but the toad then yelled out, "Kid, I can only hold on for a few minutes. Do what you need to do now." As Hiruzen at that moment looked towards where the gaze of the toad went, only to find Minato there. As he, after giving the Anbu commander the charge, arrived there. "Minato, how did this happen? I thought you had everything under control." "Everything was under control until a masked person arrived." And as Hiruzen was about to speak, he froze, looking at the child in front of him. "What are you doing with the child? Why have you brought him to the front lines?" "I had no other choice. My own son is going to be the Jinchuriki, and I'm going to use the Reaper Death Seal." "What? Are you insane? I have no time to explain everything. A masked person attacked us. Everything was successful. He killed Biwako-sama and the others, but he also took Kushina away. She's dead. She died. Once I returned back after fighting with the man to talk with Kushina, she was dead. Clutching onto her child, she died." "I'm sorry, Minato. No, I failed you, and everyone has the Kage. And the only way I can make up to this is by making my son into a Jinchuriki." As now we see, Naruto was about to be made into a Jinchuriki. The masked person, who seemingly had gone away, then arrived. "You think I will let you seal the Biju away? You're sadly mistaken." As he grabbed onto the child and literally yanked it into the portal that he arrived into. As he himself stood there, as Minato was shocked, "No, Naruto!" As now we see, the masked person then said, "You will not be allowed to seal the Biju. No matter what you do, the Biju will destroy Konoha today. Now that I have taken away your last hope, there's nothing you can do but watch how the village of yours burns in front of your eyes." As the masked person again disappeared. "No, no, no, not like this. Where is my son?" "Minato, we will find him." "No, I have to find him. Right now, we need to deal with the Biju first. Your son will be out there somewhere. I'm sure of it. He better be." As that is when we see Jiraiya also arrived there. As there was a huge puff of smoke. "Minato, I thought you would be able to take this under control by now. What happened?" "Sensei, I was nearby. Or more like coming back to the village to surprise you guys. As soon as I sensed something was off, I dashed as fast as I could. I couldn't summon Bunta though, so I thought you might have summoned him. There's only one thing we need to do right now, and that is to take care of the Biju. Can you enter the Sage mode, Minato?" "Yeah, but not perfect one. You only need to hold on for 1 minute. That will be more than enough to battle the Biju. We're gonna need a new Jinchuriki." "I will become one," said Minato. "What?" "I will become the Jinchuriki myself. We're gonna use the 8 pentagram seal." "Alright." As the three of them, knowing that seal, then dashed into the action. As Monkey King Enma was summoned as it turned into a staff. On the other side, Jiraiya and Minato went into this imperfect sage mode. As Jiraiya's shoulder had paw on it, while Minato had maw. As both of them charged in, giving the Biju and Gunta a hand, while Biju was slowly turned to the corner. The people were also helping out. Konaha, with their sheer will and working together, in the end were able to stop the Biju in its track and corner it until Minato and Jiraiya and Hiruzen went on to yell, "Hold him right there, only for a few moments." As Minato then began to prepare a seal alongside with Jiraiya and Hiruzen, as the three of them then said, "Fine arts, 888 pentagram seal." As chain shot out from the triple seal that was now engraved on Minato's stomach, as pain hissed, as the Biju was dragged into it, as Minato clutched his stomach and fell down to his knees with one hand on the ground, gritting his teeth, eyes closed shut so tightly. "Damn it! Are you alright, kid?" "Yeah, I'm barely holding it on. It'll go by. Just make sure that you don't let the Biju run over your consciousness." As now we see, Minato began to sweat heavily and bent heavily as well. After what seemingly looked like an hour passed, Minato stood up slowly. "Easy, easy, Minato. Are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. We need to find Naruto, my son. Kakashi. Where's Kakashi?" "I'm right here, Sensei." As a young Anbuden arrived, "Take your team. Search for my son. He was taken by that masked person. Leave no stone unturned. I want my son found." "Alright, Sensei." As Anbu moved out, we see that Minato passed out as well. While on the other side, we see young Naruto was not entirely inside the elemental nation. Instead, fates, who rule over the fates of everyone, they decided to play a trick. They took this child, a child who was supposed to be the child of prophecy of that said world, to their world. Why? Because everything has changed, and he no longer was needed because his father himself has become the child of prophecy. But a prophecy needed to be stopped, and the only person who could stop it was their favorite one, Naruto Uzumaki. So he, now in the hands of the fate, was wrapped in a blanket and placed in a basket. Putting in rest, wiping his tear, he was left on the front gates of the huge hall inside Camp Half-Blood, where Chiron, the trainer of the heroes, resided, alongside with Dionysus, the wine god, and otherwise known as Mr. D, the in charge of the camp. As, after hearing some sniffling sound because it was cold out there, Chiron opened the door and stood outside in his centaur form. As he looked down with shock, how did a child get here? "What is it, Chiron? Close the damn door, it's quite cold outside." "Yes, Mr. D, I'm arriving inside soon." As picking the child up, he saw a letter there. As opening this letter, his eyes widened. His name is Naruto, the Fates. As he immediately brought the child inside. "Mr. D, you have to see this." As now we see, 10 minutes passed, as Dionysus was staring at the piece of paper, rubbing his temples. It has to be. One peaceful evening. It has to be the Fates to mess it up. Not like I have these brats to deal with already. But sir, this child, I know. He's different. He's not from here. That much is evident. He looks a human, but his strength is much stronger than a demigod, which is quite shocking. Even then the big threes. And then he has this connection with nature, getting energy from it. He is quite strong. But why would the fates bring us a child from I don't know where? He's not a human, but not an alien, as you can say. What do you think is he? Want me to dissect and open it and see for myself, said Chiron. As now I see. Chiron looked horrified. "Mr. D, please, sir, be serious." As that is when we see Hermes arrived. As he looked towards D, Dionysus. "Ah, hey Hermes, what are you doing here? I don't recall any deliveries." "It's not about the deliveries. Father is not happy because of your work and might add some to your punishment." "What?" Oh, come on, not like this. Well, why haven't you still informed everyone about the child? And to be honest, the whole council is gathered because they have sensed the child arrive here. And fate play again with everything in order. So, father has called them to explain some things to us. In the meantime, you are to bring this child. There. Fine. Give me that child. It's probably gonna get smitten. But I beg of you, please, Lord Hermes. Make sure that he doesn't. He's just an infant child. Look at him. He could be one of mine, if he wasn't from out of this world. Listen, we don't know what he is, Chiron, but I'm gonna try my best to make sure that they don't smite a child. As now we see, Dionysus and Hermes arrived with Naruto in tow to the council as Zeus was seated there with a stormy expression, as was Poseidon, but with less serious expression. He's just a kid, even if he is a kid. How did he get here? He's not a demigod, and mortals cannot see the entrance of the camp, or cannot cross the border. How? I do not know, father. Chiron was the one who found it. As he then presented a note. On the top of the child inside the basket, this note was only kept. As after reading it, Zeus then stared at it for a while and then rubbed his temple. Of course it has to be them. See, that is what I said. What is it, husband? Said Hera with a raised eyebrow, looking at the child, who was pretty much making sure that her hands were reaching towards her and giggling. As she finally took the child from Hermes, saying, "You're not holding the child correctly, Dionysus." As everyone was looking at her with a raised eyebrow, as she settled down back on her throne after taking baby Naruto in, who was now snuggling into her, well, arms. As Zeus didn't like it one bit. "Hera, what are you doing? That child could be dangerous to Olympus. He is just an infant child, and if you make him into a dangerous being to us, then he will be. But if you raise him properly, then he would not." "Hera, sister, are you okay?" said Demeter. "I mean, normally you hate all of the demigods. He's not a demigod. And besides, look at him. He's just an infant child. So are they." "Mother," said Hephaestus, "I know, son. But they're born outside of the union of marriage. What makes you think that he isn't?" Asked Athena. "Because it is my domain, and I can sense a strong union behind his birth." "I know so." "Even I must agree with Lady Hera," said Artemis, the one who usually hated men. "This child is somewhat special. He has a connection with nature, and he falls into the domain of mine, as I protect the children as well. And something tells me that this will be different from any other male demigods or mortals or even gods we have seen." As now everyone was shocked. Sis, are you okay? Like, usually you hate all mankind. What happened?" "Nothing. I'm just stating the obvious, Apollo. And don't make me shoot your kneecaps again." "Yeah, I love my kneecaps. I don't want any trouble." "Fine. The child will be under the watchful eyes in Camp of Blood. I will personally sponsor this child. He can stay inside my camp," said Hera. "What?" said Zeus. "No, this is not allowed. He can stay at Hermes, but not you. I take this child as my champion and adopted son." As now everyone as shocked as a golden light glowed atop of Naruto's head as a peacock feather ring appeared, indicating that he has been claimed by Hera as the adopted son first. "Hera, you can't do this. So you can sire children and I can't adopt one?" As Zeus then grumbled and settled down because that was indeed true. As Hera then sighed and said, "Look, I won't harm your children that you have sired this time." "You did what?" "You didn't have to tell that to everyone." "You made us draw an oath, Zeus." I I have nothing to say." "Of course you didn't have anything to say." "Well, on that note I must also confess something," said Poseidon. "If we're gonna come clean and not be mad at one another, I might have also gotten, involved and might have sired a daughter." "A what?" "Yes, a daughter." Her name is Persephone Jackson, or Percy for short, and she's just a newborn right now. I might have visited her as well. You know that is not allowed. Hey, you were gone as well, Zeus, said Hera. As Zeus grumbled, I have a daughter after a long time. Of course I must visit her. I'm the king of the gods, and I'm the king of the ocean. Stop making a mess out of this, you two, said Hestia. Why two you must always fight, whether it's about mother or some sort of competition between you two. Can you two for once relax? You're not children. You're the oldest ones in the whole council here. And so both of them stopped because their sister, who was peaceful and watched over the hearth, becoming the glue of their family, was now pissed. And they didn't want it to piss off Hestia of all the people. Then it is decided the child will be raised under Hera's cabin inside Camp of Blood under the watchful eyes of Chiron and Dionysus. And Dionysus, if I find out that you are not doing your job properly, your punishment will increase. Fine, I will do my best, okay? Good. I expect nothing less from you. As now I see, Naruto was brought back by Dionysus. Here you go, Chiron. Oh, and by the way, he's adopted by Hera, so he can stay there once he grows up. In the meantime, you are to watch over him. And so the next morning, Chiron introduced him to the campers as well as to the satyrs, as one baby satyr known as Grover Underwood took a great liking to him. Hey, Mr. D, can I watch over him? Of course you can, Grover. And so now we see, from that moment onwards, the dryads, naiads, and the spirits of, well, the Camp of Blood begin to watch over Naruto, because he had a great connection with them. As time began to pass by, Naruto reached at the age of 5. He was now being raised by Chiron in a traditional manner that how a Greek champion would be. But something that shocked Zeus and every other demigod was that Naruto, even at the age of 5, was quite strong, and he was adaptive. He was able to learn how to forge weapons by Hephaestus, and forge weapons like short knives or throwing daggers, and even some kunais because he thought that they were cool. And not only that, he also liked nature, so he helped out Demeter's kids, getting along with almost everyone, and even brawled and fought with Ares' kids, and they respected him from that. And he was like a mascot of the whole camp, at the same time loved and adored by them. And more than ever, he was adored by Hera. On the 9th of October, he had arrived there, and on the same day was considered his birthday. And every date of 9th October, he would receive a gift from his mother. And Naruto really loved her more than anything, even more so than his camp. As right now we see, Naruto was again waiting for his birthday gift. His friend Grover also has left for a few months ago to go and retrieve back, well, some of the demigods. It was his first mission outside as a handler and as a proper satyr to grow up. As now we see, suddenly this time a gift didn't arrive, but what did was a message. It was an Iris message straight from his mother. As Naruto was shocked to find his mother there. Mother? Hello, my dear child, said Hera with a smile on her face that was quite endearing. I wish I could have been here with you, but this is as far as I can bend the rules. You know, the rules that my husband said. Yeah, I get it. Well, I'm happy that at least you're here. So, tell me, how's life at the camp been? It's good, I guess. I have a lot of friends. And I'm trading. Soon enough, I will be ready to get a quest. As Hera frowned. Listen, Naruto. Quests are quite dangerous, and to be honest, I don't want you to go on any. But why? Because, my child, you are beyond that. You're special. But I want to. Others go and they come back as heroes. I want to be as a hero as well, so that you can be proud of me. I already am, my child. You don't know how much I am. As there was an awkward silence then, I brought you a cake. Me and Hestia baked one. Today is your birthday, right? I'm afraid I can't celebrate it here, though. Not before my husband gets suspicious. As Hera then left him a loving message. I love you, my son. And know this, whether you go on a quest or not, I am proud of you. With that words, the arrest message faded, as Naruto was left with a cake that was baked by two goddesses combined. Well, I can't eat everything all on my own, so I guess I gotta go and share. As Naruto was thinking about doing that, there was a commotion outside. Coming out of his mother's cabin, Naruto dashed outside, only to find that his best friend Grover was passed out cold, and two demigods were dragging him, one seemingly looking like a girl while the other one was a boy, while a punk looking girl that was quite older than him was making a stand in front of monsters. Naruto immediately, adrenaline rushing into his body, dashed. Grabbing a sword from one of the Aries camper, he dashed and arrived in front of the monster. Pushing the girl aside, he slashed at it, causing the monster to turn into golden dust. Hurry, get inside! Now! What? Just go inside! As Naruto didn't stop there, he defeated three more monsters and dashed towards Grover's side, and took down another monster that came out from the woods. Doing so, Naruto grabbed onto his friend, helping the three of them to drag him inside. But Naruto got wounded. As soon as they crossed the boundary, Naruto's leg got slashed, causing three claw-like marks to appear on his thigh. As Naruto clutched his thigh and fell down. Ugh! Naruto, said Chiron as he dashed towards him. And soon enough, we see Naruto was taken to the infirmary as Apollo demigods begin to heal him. As now we see Naruto passed out, and once he woke up, Naruto found himself inside his own cabin, and there in front of him stood his mother. Physically. Mother? But I thought, now it's not that much important. I warned you that go outside world is quite dangerous. I am content on keeping you inside, Naruto. You have gotten hurt. I won't allow you to go on any more quests. But I didn't go on any quest, and yet you got injured while trying to protect someone. Some demigods. One of them is even his daughter. You mean, yes, my husband. As she sat down next to her son, I asked them to move you here. You mean everyone is aware? I do not care what my husband thinks anymore. He knows that I am pissed, and when I am, everyone knows better to leave me alone. Mother, what are you going to do? I don't know, my child. They shouldn't exist. Their existence goes beyond my own domains. But it isn't their fault that they do exist, right? They're innocent. They didn't. I know. But please, mother, for my sake. You're lucky that I love you, Naruto. And you are the only child who has brought joy and happiness into my life. I'll consider this as your gift then. Thank you. As Naruto gave his mother a hug, which Hera was quite shocked to receive because none of her children has ever done this for her. And then, with a smile, she returned, Thank you, my son. As after that we see, Hera then left. As there was a knock on the door, Naruto got up and went outside only to find that it was a girl with blonde hair and silver eyes that came arriving with them, similar to his age, as her silver eyes were looking at him. How can this be? What be? You're Hera's demigod. I am her son, but I'm not a demigod, if that makes sense. How? How can this be? You're not a mortal, are you? Maybe I am. I don't know, to be honest. Name's Naruto, by the way. As the girl then blushed. I'm sorry. It seems that I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Annabeth Chase. And let me guess, you're from Athena's cabin. How did you... Because you have her personality. I have met her once. And yeah, you're like her. Just like her. You really think so? Of course. You have her silver eyes, her blonde, hair, and her facial features. If you ever miss your mom, just look in your mirror, and there she would be, staring back at you, said Naruto with a toothy grin. Really? Yes. Are your friends okay? Well, yes, they are. How about you? Well, it has healed. I mean, Apollo campers are quite good healer. After all. Let's go check up on your friends. I want to meet Grover as well. And so they arrived inside Zeus's cabin that was nearby as Talia came out. Annabeth, I live here, not there. And you? That was reckless, because if you Grover got into trouble. Wait, what? Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get him into trouble. I saw what you were going to do. You didn't have any weapon to defend yourself, so I had to intervene. Why would you save me? You don't even know me. Hey, I don't need a reason to save you. You're one of us. I mean, most of us here, said Naruto with a smile. Astalia's eyes narrowed, but then a smirk formed on her face. You're okay, kid. You really think so? Of course. I mean, who would jump head first at your age, seeing monsters dashing at us? Well, I'm glad that I was there then. Name's Talia Grace. Naruto Uzumaki. As now we see, all of them then ventured inside, where the Hermes cabin was. And to everyone's surprise, once they arrived, Luke was claimed, and he wasn't happy. Um, is this the wrong time? No, it's fine. Luke, why aren't you happy? What do you mean? Why am I not happy? I am. I got a huge family now. And you guys are safe. He said with a smile on his face. Name's Naruto, by the way, said Naruto, introducing himself. Oh, yeah, thanks for saving us last night. We almost got our ass handed to us, if it wasn't for you. I was, I guess, doing what anyone could have done. Yeah, anyone. Oh yeah, I need to go check on Grover. As so Naruto arrived at the central hall, where Dionysus and Chiron would reside. Chiron, I need to speak with you. Not now, Naruto. I am busy, as you can see. With the game. What happened to Grover? I need to ask. I am working on it. Soon enough, Grover will be given another chance to prove himself. He is currently over there, at the border. He wants to be alone right now, Naruto. And so Naruto arrived there. Oh, hey Naruto, how are you doing? Grover. Is everything fine? Yeah, I guess it isn't, huh? I failed, Naruto. I failed badly. I was dragged here. I was the one who was supposed to protect them. And I failed badly at that. It's alright. There's always a second chance. Normally not for us satyrs. If it wasn't for you intervening, one of them would have died. And things could have been quite disastrous then. Hey, nobody died, Grover. You're doing fine. You will do good next time. I'm sure of it. Yeah, let's just hope we do. And so time began to pass by, as Naruto reached at the age of 13. The atmosphere in the cabin had quite changed. Talia and Naruto, as well as Luke and Annabeth, had become best friends of sort. Naruto even went, after much persistence, on a quest with Luke, and made sure that he did not got hurt, or neither did any of his, well, friends. But unfortunately, Luke got a scar under his eye, and almost barely succeeded in the quest. He was called the hero of Olympus, but something inside Luke that day broke, because, well, he was not praised as one. All the while Hera showered her son with, well, compliments and whatnot, and also doted on him. He wasn't being doted on. As now we see, currently the weather has changed. Something big has happened. Everyone was on edge. Naruto could sense it. As Grover has been also, for a few months, gone on a mission to Yancy Academy, and Chiron himself has gone this time around. As Naruto was lazing around under the tree that was on the border, we see that Talia came there. Hey, what are you doing there, lazy head? What do you want, Talia? What's with you? Something is wrong. I can sense it. I mean, look at the clouds. There is no lightning, just thunder booming. Yeah, my dad is cranky, I guess. Yes, but it's been going on for quite a while now, and Lord Poseidon is angry as well for some reason. Nobody is telling us why, but everyone is on edge. I agree with Naruto. Wait, what? When did you get here? Said Talia. I have been here, resting on the other side. As This was Annabeth. As the three of them were gathered, Luke has been acting distant as well, said Naruto. Since the quest, he has been keeping to himself, and now he is quite distant. Whenever we meet, he would flash the smile and usually act the same, but something is wrong with him. I don't know what it is, but Luke's Luke these days has been like that, said Annabeth. You don't need to worry about him. Yeah, probably something worrying him that he doesn't want us to worry about. Once it's settled, I believe that Luke would tell us. Yeah, I hope so. Hey, you know him, right? Yeah, I do. But no buts then, mister. Everything will be alright. You just need to keep your head straight. As now we see, it was night time when it happened. Chiron had returned earlier, and then, as Naruto was going to meet him to, well, ask what was going on, he heard the sound of a minotaur. Naruto, summoning his spear that he has gotten as a gift from his mother, dashed outside. As soon as he arrived there, he found a girl with black hair and green eyes dragging Grover, who was knocked out cold. Not again! As Naruto this time dashed and jumped from a tree to tree, and then his shinobi instincts kicked in as he literally shattered the tree under his feet. Jumping high above in the air, he then gathered all his chakra into his hand, unbeknownst to him, and then launched the spear. It went so fast that the sound barrier broke, literally whizzing through the air, tearing it apart and piercing through, hitting the ground with a huge boom, as the Minotaurus then turning to dust. Sally Jackson, who has been witnessing things, was shocked as Naruto jumped down and landed on his feet. How am I able to do that? As that is when we see Grover with that shock was able to get up. Huh? What happened? Wait, Percy, are you okay? I'm fine, Grover, but who is that? No, Naruto. Jeez, Grover, said Naruto, yanking his spear back and causing it to shrink and turn into a ring that was on his finger. Why do you always come up back passed out? Nobody see that, right? They didn't yet. So get up. As so Grover got up again. As that is when Chiron and as well as the others arrived. Grover, what happened? We were being chased by a Minotaur, and we barely made it. Luckily enough, you weren't successful this time, I presume. Yeah, I was. As now we see, Naruto was then thanked by the lady that was there. Thank you so much. My name is Sally Jackson, and this is my daughter, Percy Jackson. Stephanie Jackson, nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you as well. Come inside. As Sally then said, I'm afraid I can't stay. Then you don't need to worry about that, Miss Sally. Argus over here will take you back and drop you back to the New York City. Percy will be safe here. I know she would be. As Sally gave her daughter one last hug before leaving. So, what do we do in this camp? Tell me you don't know anything, right? Or do you? I guess somewhat that this is a camp for summer. Then you probably don't know anything. And so now we see a terrible explanation from Naruto later. So let me get this straight. We're in a camp where our parents, the gods, send us after we reach of an age, and that monster was not something out of my imagination, but a real monster. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I don't know what to think about that. So who's my father? Well, I might know, but I'm not so sure that, Lord Zeus might take kindly of that. There has been something going on about, between them, I guess. Everyone is on the edge, as thunder boomed. Hey, I didn't say anything. You don't need to be mad, Lord Zeus. And so no response came. You don't need to worry about anything, though. I'm sure that they would be resolving this themselves. And so a few days passed, and Naruto was seeing that Percy was a troublemaker of a sort. First, she got into a feud between her and Clarice, and then she drenched Annabeth in a toilet water, which she quite, well, was antsy about. And then, she made a mess with the polo and the archery classes, and literally made a lot of pothole with Demeter class. and she was grumbling while sitting near the river. I'm bad at everything. I don't get it. Why am I here? You don't need to worry about anything, Percy. These sort of things happen with most of them. It will take time. You don't understand. All my life I have been nothing more than just a mess. I attract danger towards me. I guess most of us here do. You don't need to worry about it. Again, I am saying this. It is life, as they say. And so now we see Naruto and Percy became friends. More than that, they grew closer. And this did not sit well with Annabeth, as she was so grouchy that she was avoiding Naruto altogether. And so could be said for Percy, as she and Thalia, who were there, were seated. Again, Annabeth, why are you so pouty all the time? She's hogging over him. You have a crush on Naruto, don't you? Hey, I didn't say that, as there was a red hue on her face. I can totally see it, wise girl. You obviously like him. Why don't you say so, or do you want Percy to snatch her away from you? As this was going on, we see Aphrodite as well as Hera and the other goddesses who were watching this were quite amused as Hera wouldn't rubbed her chin. I must say that she has resemblance to you, Athena, and she is quite wise. But I do not know if she would be a perfect fit for my son. As Aphrodite giggled and clapped, oh, this is just amazing. Young love and all that. But young Percy also likes him. Yes, I can see. It is quite hard to decide which one would be best for him. In my eyes, both of them are suitable. It is debatable, though. As Artemis then said, Naruto is just helping them out. He's different from the others. Why are you on his side? That is what I'm interested to know. Well, my hunters like him and they think of him as their little brother. They have pretty much raised that boy. And in their eyes, and my eyes, he's exceptional. And this nonsense doesn't need not to affect his life. He's just helping them out, as any other would do. And should. Well, he is my son, Artemis, said Hera with her narrowed eyes. And I would really much want him to have a happy family in life. And I would want him to fall in love with both of them. Oh, that love triangle. Or I have a better idea. Why don't we just marry the two of them to him? What? I mean, he won't cheat this way, and in this way, none of their heart would be broken. This is a logical and yet illogical answer from you, Aphrodite, said Athena. As Hera was not debating this. You're debating this? Yes, I must think. If this is what makes my son happy, then I should and would do this. After all, he is the only son that I'm proud of. As on the other side, Zeus and Poseidon had stopped fighting. Well, if you didn't take it, then who else would? There's only one else, aside from us, who can take the symbol of power of ours. Hades. I need to send out a quest. Your daughter will go and claim my bolt. Fine. If this is what makes you to satisfy and stop hurting them, then fine. And so now we see. Back to Chiron, a quest was sent for Percy. As the spirit of Delphi that resided in the attic came out and gave the quest to Percy basically herself after captured the flag game. And she then chose Naruto as well as Annabeth and Thalia to be her companion. As four of them went. After fighting through monsters, Medusa, as well as heading straight towards to the west and almost getting trapped into the Lotus Casino, they, in the end, were successful to go to the land of the dead, the underworld. Once they arrived there, they came face to face after many obstacles such as the field of the doomed as well as the Cerberus himself and his skeleton army. Hades was in front of them. Greetings, Lord Hades. Greetings, demigods. And Naruto. Why are you all here? You know about me. Of course I do. You reside on the land, and I rule everything underneath the land. I hear everything. So do tell me, what are all you doing here? As Percy stood forward, Lord Hades, it would be bad if a war broke out. So kindly please return the, lightning bolt. As Hades then began to shake with rage. You think that I have taken my brother's power symbol? Do you think I want war? My domain is already suffering from excessive souls that have entered. Why would I want more of my domain to expand? Tell me this, Persephone Jackson. You carry my wife's name, but that is as much as you carry of her traits. You are getting on my nerves. The only reason why I've smitten you is because of the name that you carry. So give me a good reason that why should I keep in control and not smite you where you stand. Um, Uncle, please. We need to stop this. My own helm is missing. And the bag that you have been carrying, that you have gotten from Ares, from the looks of it, is the one that contains the lightning bolt. What? What do you mean? These are just some supplies that Naruto's mother sent. No, that is the sheath of the lightning bolt. As Naruto opened it, taking it from Persephone, it is the lightning bolt. The cylinder is here. Now hand that over. Uncle, I can't. As breaking the pearls, all of them then left the underworld, arriving at the shore of, New York. After getting there, we see Naruto then gulped. This is bad. This is really bad. So, you punks made it, huh? You were supposed to die there. Can't have that. As there it was, the helm of Hades, on the bike of Ares. You have the helm. And soon I have the lightning bolt back again, thanks to you. A perfect opportunity for war between the big three has been broken because of you. And now, I will make you all suffer for that. Why do you want a war between our own family? That is the greatest kind of war, the greatest kind of betrayal, and the greatest kind of, vengeance. As Naruto then said, I will fight him. As he summoned his spear, just take the helm and go. You think I will fight you? You're not even a demigod. Fight my boar. As the wild boar arrived, Naruto, using his spear, channeled his chakra as his hand literally glowed blue as the spear shattered through him, grazing through Ares' cheek as Ares was enraged. You were able to hurt me, huh? Fine. If you want a war, you will get one. As Ares summoned his axe, as well as shield, and almost summoned his armor, as both of them then begin to clash. Naruto was able to keep up with Ares to the point that he was just standing still. As now we see, on the other side, Persephone was able to go and grab the helm. As Naruto said, leave, go now. As at that moment, Ares, using his axe, literally broke the spear in half, and using his shield, flung Naruto into the air. Naruto, jumping up into the air, on instinct, then made some hand seals. And then said, Fire style, Fireball Jutsu. On bare instincts, as a huge fireball was released from his mouth. That took Ares by surprise. And then, as coming down, a ball of massive chakra began to form in Naruto's hand, as Naruto slammed it on Ares' face, causing him to literally be thrown back with his bike into the ocean, as Naruto was on the ground panting heavily. And that will keep him down for some while, I hope, as the earth shook itself. As Naruto then noticed that Ares came outside, but as soon as he did, a peacock arrived and began to peck him in the eyes. Fine, mother. I'll leave him be for the time being. You're a lucky punk. Mother intervened, or I would have disciplined you, brother. With that, the god of war, Ares, then left. As now we see Naruto limping, then went towards where the other three were going. But that is when the peacock arrived. As Naruto could understand it, my lord, they already have left with the taxi of damnation, the chariot of damnation. You must mount me and we will be there in no time. And so Naruto mounted him and began to fall asleep, as the peacock then flew and turned into a huge peacock. Hiding from the mortal eyes, they arrived in the Empire State Building. where Persephone, Thalia, as well as Annabeth were. Naruto, you're here. Yeah, I am, I guess. As the four of them arrived on Mount Olympus, as soon as they entered, it was a sight like no other, until they entered the council, where Naruto stood, somewhat beaten in haste. As Naruto then looked towards Persephone as she nodded, and went and presented Zeus with his lightning bolt. I present you the lightning bolt. I am innocent. It was Ares who possessed it. Ares will pay for this. Hera told me everything. She even intervened, from what I've heard, saving her son. I am. It's alright. You don't need to say anything, boy. I was seeing everything. We will have a long debate, Poseidon, because it seems that some other power is at play here. As Poseidon's eyes narrowed, it seems so. I'm proud of you, my daughter, said Poseidon. So am I, Thalia. As Hera literally got up and hugged Naruto, my poor baby. Ares will pay for what he has done. It's alright, mother. I am fine, as you can see. No, you're not. You're beaten badly. Well, I can heal him, said Apollo. I'll be honored, Lord Apollo. And so, with a snap of his finger, Naruto was healed. There, much better, right? Yes, thank you. As Naruto then paid respect to everyone before deciding to leave. As Zeus told him to leave, until he was stopped. It was Artemis. Lady Artemis, what can I... The hunters are requesting that you come and meet them. They have set up the camp nearby. Once you return, you can visit. I'll be honored to. I'll be looking forward to our hunting, Naruto. Of course, Lady Artemis. And so now we see Naruto and the three of them returned. As soon as they did, though, Annabeth and Percy then grabbed onto Naruto's hand. How about we go and celebrate, Naruto? Ahem. He's going to be busy. Well, debriefing Chiron with me. As Thalia began to laugh. Oh, this is just gold. Thalia, little help? No, you're on your own this one. As everything was then done, as the celebration occurred, we see that Naruto was sitting on the far right as Luke came near him. I'm happy for you, Naruto. Your first real quest. Yeah. But it wasn't mine, though. Yeah, I guess it wasn't yours. Listen, Luke. What is going on with you? You've been... I didn't want you to notice. But I guess you did. Listen to me, Naruto. Soon a war will begin. And you must pick your side. That is all I can say. As that is when Percy, who had been, well, the center of attention and has left to catch some air of her own, then came Heveld, rushing inside. I need. As Chiron then rushed Percy to the, well, Apollo's cabin, and Naruto also arrived there, but he forgot about Luke. As Percy, after a week or so of agony, woke up. What happened, Percy? Who did this? Luke. It was him. He's on the Titan side, working for Titans. He set it up for us to die. He was the one who stole the lightning bolt. What are you talking about? Said Thalia. He wouldn't do that. Where is Luke? Said Chiron. He's not in his cabin. He said that he was going on a quest by you. A personal one. Said the Stroll brothers. No, I did not commission any quest. And at that moment the realization dawned on them. Percy wasn't lying. Luke really had betrayed them. Luke said to me a week ago, said Naruto, that I must pick a side, as a huge war will be on the horizon. Oh no. Not you, Luke, said Naruto, as the other also were quite shocked. Because they realized their worries have not ended. It was only the beginning of their problems, and a much more bigger one than they have already faced was on the horizon. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And I hope this made up for the past two videos or whatnot on that I missed on Mayta What If's channel. So yeah, this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.